You are listening to the Obstructed View WooSox Podcast, presented by Beyond the Monster.
Just talk about how you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna give it a good push, see what I got. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Happy to be back here in Worcester. Right, it's been a long time coming. A lot of emotions for sure. Getting back to this point. So many people pushed me to, get here, and I'm happy to be feeling good enough to come out here and play and feel good enough to contribute to winning games, whether it's here in Worcester or in Boston.
How exciting is it for you to be at this step now of returning?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, it's been a lot of work for sure, a mental grind as well as a physical one. But I like where I'm at in both places, and from here forward, it's about production. So I gotta focus on playing well, getting hits, and making sure that I'm feeling good as well.
And what's it like for Boston to be in the playoff hunt, that every game matters, and what is that like for you?
Right, seeing that every day has been my motivation. Every single day we come to the park, there's a lot of great energy within the clubhouse, and it shows out there on the field. So I'm hungry to get it back out there and try to contribute to what they're doing at the major league level, because it's really exciting. Everybody's playing really well. The pitching's holding up, and the batting is coming through. So hopefully I can come back, not miss a beat, go with the flow, and keep winning games.
And what did you do while you were out to get better or to improve?
Yeah, I felt like I was doing more while I was on the IL than when I do playing. I was just getting to the field earlier, trying to get out of everybody's way, get out of the training table, weight room and cage times and stuff. So my days were packed. This last 3 months has flown by. It feels like, I just got hurt yesterday. So yeah, it's been a whirlwind of emotions for sure, but glad to be back. There's a lot of work, a lot of stuff that I did behind the scenes, just a lot of visualization, a lot of manifestation within myself to try to get back to this point. I feel like going through injuries is a lot of mental work as well, so there's a lot of positivity that has to be maintained, even though there's not so bright of a light at the end of the tunnel, but here I am, and I'm excited to be here.
And then what kind of memories do you conjure up being back here? It probably, even though it's been a while, it probably feels like it was last week that you were here.
No, that feels like a lifetime ago since I've been here. But yeah, the stadium looks beautiful. I like what they've done behind the field. There's a couple of new buildings and stuff. Yeah, the clubhouse is still better than Fenway's. Yeah, I'm really happy to be back. Everybody's welcomed me with open arms, and hopefully I can shed as much information as I can to anybody who wants it. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun getting to come back, and I'm excited to play in front of these fans as well.
What are your goals tonight?
Just to go out there and be aggressive, swinging. I'm really curious to see how my bat to ball skills are, having taken so much time off. So I'm going to go out there, be aggressive, try to, impact the ball, see how it feels, and then keep gauging it and go one day at a time. But in terms of results, it's hard to, go out there and want something so fast. But just going to go out there, be aggressive, and swing and try to see how it feels.
How hard has it been to balance, needing to heal physically with wanting to get back so bad to try and, walk that line?
Right. This kind of injury, the only thing that helps the recovery process is just rest. So trying to find a balance between staying in shape, doing baseball activities, but also giving it time to rest was the tough part, because there is a mental grind to it as well, where I want to feel like I'm getting better, but getting better is doing nothing. So it was tough to balance, but I'm happy with how everything went. I feel like I hit the point where I was feeling good enough to get back to playing, and it was right about the same time that I was still in great baseball shape to come back into action. So yeah, there was a lot of balance that myself and the training staff, as well as the strength and conditioning staff, was applying to this process, and everybody was really great throughout it, and we were really patient through it. So hopefully nothing like this happens again, for the rest of my career.
You kept pretty busy, obviously. We heard some ESPN interviews. Obviously, you did the All-Star weekend. What was that like? Obviously, you were dying to get out here and play baseball and hit a baseball again, but I guess seeing the other side, how we kind of live the day to day. You're doing some of that stuff. What was that like for you?
Right. It was definitely a perspective builder for sure. It was weird being on the other side of the mic, asking the questions, or just trying to gather information or research people. It was really eye-opening to see, because I was only as good as the person that I was interviewing was allowing me to be. So, if they gave me short answers or stuff, it was hard to come back with something. So I definitely have applied it to my interviews now. As you can tell, I try to be quite extensive in my answering processes. So it was fun. Obviously, I'm a baseball player. I want to play baseball, and that's the main focus, always has been. But getting those opportunities to do those things, I was literally just thinking, I'm going to earn my pay here. I don't know how it is. I'm getting paid by the Red Sox, whatever. But if they need me to be the interview guy, I will. If they need me to sweep the floors, I will. Mop the bathroom, I will. So anything to be in this org, and whatever they ask me to do, I'm going to do it. But yeah, it was a fun process to be a part of, but I'm happy to be back.
Yeah,
of course.
You showed up here in Worcester during a game incognito. What was going on there?
Right, I don't remember which day of the week it was, but we had nothing going on in Fenway. I don't know if the team was on the road or not, but just wanted to come check out the fellas and see a game. I didn't want to get in everybody's way. I didn't want to come in the clubhouse. I bought a ticket at the front. I tried to stay out of the camera's way, but I guess they found me. I don't know how. And Ashley's really good with that, so she found me halfway through the game. But yeah, I just wanted to come and watch a game. I love baseball, obviously, so anytime I can be around the game, I want to do it. I didn't want to bother anybody or talk to anybody. I just wanted to come enjoy the game. But yeah, nothing too much to that. I didn't even want to be incognito. I guess the sun was going down later. It was still bright out at 9 o'clock at night at that point. So yeah, so the glasses were needed actually. So.
You mentioned the mental side of injuries. How were you impressed by your mental endurance, or what did you learn about it through the process?
Right, we have our mental skills coach, Ray, who he's constantly doing meetings with us, checkups a couple times a week, just making sure that we're staying in a good, positive mindset. He really believes that the way that you think can physically affect you, so we were really trying to stay positive throughout it, whether it was visualization techniques or even just breathing exercises or mental clarity type of work. It was really something that we put a lot of emphasis on, and something that I'm going to keep practicing because I felt like it was helping me stay in the moment, be present, and really help me overall. So thankful for Ray and everything that he's done for me in this process, because he was helping me out. But the other thing that was helping me out was the other rehab guys that I was with, including Vaughn, throughout that process. Giolito and Hendricks, we were all with each other throughout that process. Whitlock now, unfortunately, because he had the surgery, and we were all working with each other throughout that process to help each other stay positive. So it was a big group effort as well.
A lot was made of you saying you're taking mental swings right now, but obviously, what's it like to have bat hit ball at this point and being able to hear that sound and actually hit the ball?
Right, it feels great. I love the sound of bat. As visual of a game as baseball is, it's an auditorial stimulated one as well. I mean, everybody loves the sound of the bat, so just to be able to hear it, do it, it feels great. I'm glad how fast of a transition I've made to getting back to swinging full speed 100%. So yeah, I think that process was great for me. I think I learned a lot in that process about my eyes and how important they are to the game. So yeah, I'm happy that it's translating right now. We'll see how it goes tonight, but I think I'm in a good position.
How hard was it to stay patient and then trust the process or whatever? It's been a while since you played, so what was that like? What was maybe the hardest part of that for you, or the thing you had to struggle most with?
Right, like I said, I was packing my days. I was just trying to get better every single moment, any way that I could. Stay positive. Everybody was really uplifting through the process, so there wasn't any really down moments for me. I had too much going on throughout the days to feel bad for myself or whatever. But yeah, I had a lot of things every single day that I would try to get to, and I got to them every day, and I'm really happy about how the process went. So yeah, I'm just in a good position right now to go out there and produce.
But getting to see baseball from all these different perspectives, being in the dugout, getting to interview people, do you feel like you're almost have like a different perspective, a different love for it in a different way now?
Yeah, for sure. In a way, I feel like I almost turned into a fan for a little bit there. The dugout is the best place to watch a game from, for sure. But I got to watch the game from a different perspective, of course. Just watching how players acted on the field, or their body language, or certain tips that they were giving off, or things that I could read. I was trying to stay in touch with, my guessing game per se, because at the plate, it is a guessing game. So I was really trying to stay, sharp with those kinds of things. But I was also trying to help my teammates any way that I can, being observant about whatever they were doing or something that I liked or didn't, and relaying it to them. So throughout this time, it was good to see the game from a different perspective. And when I get out there, I'm sure I'm gonna have a good outlook on everything. Just making sure that winning's the most important thing, but also whether I stayed healthy in that game and whether I had fun. I think those are going to be key points as well.
What did you learn about yourself throughout this whole process?
That I'm a tough guy, for sure. I mean, I deal with pain still. It's manageable, but I'm going to give it a little push. I'm going to give 100% whatever I have, but I learn about myself every single day, that I'm resilient, I'm perseverant, and I like where I'm at with whatever results I get.
Triston, Eddie Alvarez, WooSox Clubhouse News. Just out of curiosity, you've had downtime during your injury and your comeback. Just out of curiosity, have you been watching the Olympics, being an Olympian yourself? What's been that process watching the Olympics?
I have been. I was keeping up with the volleyball teams. Big fan of Washington. Big fan of. I see that. A big fan of the volleyball teams. I was watching them. The swimming, obviously, they killed it, and the fencing that I saw you took part in as well. In your time with the Olympians, how tough of a sport is fencing? Is it as easy as it looks, or is it difficult?
It's actually very difficult. I didn't realize how much cardio goes into a sport like that. I was peaking. My heart rate was peaking close to 200 beats per minute when I was done with my rounds. And I got my ass kicked all the time by 9-year-olds.
I did see the Americans won gold and silver in the event, so
Lee Kiefer won the repeat. Remember we met her in the Olympics?
yes.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Olympians on this team
We
as
do.
well.
We're gonna have to take a picture
For sure.
one of these days.
Yeah, but I've been keeping up. I think we're first in medal count,
First
right?
in medal count, yeah. And
Yeah.
Gymnastics, girls gymnastics just brought home a gold medal too.
There you go.
It's been great.
Basketball's
Where-
killing it, so.
Another question, just out of curiosity as well. Again, more curiosity kicking in. Where do you keep your Olympic medal?
I have it in my gym. It's sitting right over my ice bath. So every single morning when I get into my ice bath, I look up at it and remind myself that I'm the best loser, for sure.
Thank you, Tristan.
Thanks.
With it being the trade deadline today, what does it mean for you knowing that the Red Sox front office is investing into the roster?
Right. We've made a couple great moves. I'm sad to see York go. He was one of my closer friends. But I'm happy to see Quinn in our locker room right now. I know he's a really young prospect. He's going to do a lot of great things. I know he's already had time at this major league level, so I'm excited to see what he has. But getting to see Danny Jansen the other day, getting to meet him. But then again, sad to see Reese go. So it's a whirlwind of emotions for sure. Glad to see Paxton back. I'm hoping these guys can make a good impact, and I'm hoping to come back as well as another acquisition in the near future.
Good.